So hello iTunes, we're back, third week running, actually still going, doing no bad, doing no bad. Got like a few things to talk about. We're going to just talk about what's been going on in the week. Then Stuart's going to come up with a question a week, just to whatever question it is, like what I would be interested to find out about me being in here. The first question was just what's it like being in here. So we'll go with that today. Then talk about the Contender series, which was insane this week. And then I'll do predictions on the Cowboy versus Edwards cards this weekend as well. And then a bit of current events, just what's going on, who I put my wee bet on the football. It was like a free bet, so it was sound. But aye, so what I've just basically been working my ass off basically. I fucked my foot though. Like I genuinely don't know what I've done. I thought it was shin splint, but then Stuart told me that goes away after like 3 hours. So I was like, must not be that, because it's still sore now. But yeah, so work basically. I literally can't. I drove to Leeds and back. Weather was pretty shitty, but it's an alright drive. And then I've been doing some surveying in Glasgow, which consists of me like doing what I'm doing just now, just sitting here on the chair. Well, I'm sitting in a bus stop counting buses basically. But I get to do it with Jack, so it's not too bad. It's a bit boring, but you get basically getting paid to sit and count a bus, like how many people got on and off, and then how many people are on the bus basically. But as a piece of piss, it's just boring. But it's free money basically. Other than that, what like just what like when we were trying to like it was an hour between our buses, so we'd go like a walk for like each direction for a wee bit each day and try and find the other lassie, but we could never find her until the second day we just followed a bus route and just like right, see if we just follow that bus we'll be able to find her. So I eventually got her, but aye, that was alright, it was good. I was meant to stay in Glasgow last night and work with Dylan today, doing grass cutting and things like that. But like my foot, I literally don't know what happened. It just kind of gradually got sorer yesterday. When I was walking, I've literally done nothing. I've not like twisted it or anything. I literally don't know what's up with it. But I don't want to go to the doctors, and I'm not going to the hospital, so I'm just going to leave it until it gets better. But yeah, so that it was a bit of a pain in the ass, but well, pain in the foot. But apart from that, it was alright. So yeah, like another thing, big thing I've done this week. Obviously, we're on iTunes now. I've been trying to get on iTunes for so long, but I just like sat down and fucking. I think it was like Saturday I did it and just fired through everything I needed to do. Paid like a subscription to Podbean, so we're now on Podbean as well. It's like I upload it to Podbean and then I'll upload it to YouTube and then take it, upload it to Podbean, and then that Podbean now will automatically upload it to iTunes. I need to go on and put description and different things, and like we need to get the logo sorted out and things like that. But apart from that, like we're there, we're on iTunes, so it's every week batting them off. I now want to like start doing other things, but like we'll just stick to this and just go with one a week, getting updates and different things. But but yeah, the iTunes thing was such a pain in the ass. Like I ended up, um, I would have to change the file. Like at the start, I was changing the wrong file, so I would change the file like 4 times. That just wasn't happening for me, and then I realised that it was the picture that was wrong, the wrong size. So then I changed that, and then that was cool. And then it still wouldn't upload the videos, and then I'm like googling like what the fuck, like what's happening here. Nothing's like happening, uh, and then eventually I got the picture right. That went took the that went green, and then it was the what do we call it, like the tags, like what section your podcast was in. I never knew how to do that, and then I figured that out, and then eventually everything kind of went smooth and it uploaded, and then I just needed to wait for iTunes to the people at iTunes to listen to it, accept it, and then put it up. So that was sorted, got that sorted. Um, but I've not really, like, apart from that, I've been like literally like working every day, apart from today. But like, yeah, I was resting, um, and then getting ready for this basically. So it's not really like a day off. um, but yeah, I've not really had time to do much more of my the plan. But I'm not doing anything tomorrow, and I think I'm off the weekend as well. So uh, I'll have a bash at it over the next few days as well. So there should be a better update in next week's video about that. Yeah, I'm thinking as well about getting some guests on, some people who are in care as well, or whatever. So if there's anybody that's watching that's about that wants to come on, then just message me, or I'll just start trying more to get more people to come on. Just tell their story, different things like that. Just get a wee bit more interesting as well, so that I can have like a back and forth with somebody, like discuss about what it was like being care, different like share experiences and different things. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna try and figure that out. With the just remembered as well with the interviews, the things that's going on with the interviews, we need to get that laptop fucking sorted, or that get the video out it so I can watch it basically. Aye, we'll get that sorted soon. And then yeah, I want to kind of get going with that as well. What was it? Like I've been looking like I spent like 10 minutes or something like that on Twitter. Like literally 10 minutes. I just went on, typed in foster care, and just looked at kind of what was going on. And yeah, it's not like everything was like in America right now, with everybody getting separated from their families if they're like if they're a criminal or if they're getting deported. Everybody's kids are getting shipped off different places into care. It's fucking just like I never went like I never had time to kind of go deep into it and figure out like what was like the kind of laws and different shit that was actually happening. But like yeah, like I was who was it? Yeah, it was J.K. Rowling's post, and then somebody posted on that about how they were in care and they read Harry Potter with a flashlight, and that was what kept them going through care, and it just fucking triggered that thing in my mind. I was like the only it just remained just straight away. I just typed it out as well as I was thinking it, but I was like, that's weird as shit. Like I just come on Twitter once, blank straight away, and then the only books I've ever read were Harry Potter books, and it was literally I would stay up at night when I wasn't allowed to. Basically, when I couldn't get my telly or my laptop or whatever, I would have my Harry Potter book, and I would use like a pen, but it's like when you fucking put it down, the light come on at the top. Like whenever you were writing, the light would come on at the top of the pen. So I would just sit and hold the pen like that and read the Harry Potter book. So yeah, I started having a like discussion uh, with that girl, and then um, yeah, basically like she's like in America, and she went through the system, and but she was like, "There's nothing I can really do," and I'm just like, "There's always something you can do, like just go into your local authority or local school, talk to some people, like just get something on the go." I was like, if the people that it's basically us, we're the only ones that can do it. The people that have been through it and been through the system are the only ones that can fucking like give the actual perspective of what it's like and who like what went wrong, and give like good ways to fix it basically. Like it will come in waves of like people that will go through the system, blah blah blah. But it's only been around for like 50 years, so like there's not been that many waves of people that can come through and then give the feedback. Um, but this is the time where like I'm gonna give the platform for everybody to give their feedback. So like let's continue the wave. Um, and along as well, I was thinking as well for like I was like when I was just looking at it like on Twitter, obviously there's like everybody just fucking there's all types of groups, and everybody's just like looking to be offended, and then they just fucking all the groups just go after each other, or the left and the right, or whatever the bullshit. And I'm thinking I'm gonna have to have a fucking view. Like if I say something on here or whatever, like I'm not anywhere. I just have a view on a thing. That it doesn't mean that I'm in a certain place, or like I don't really care for all that shit. But that's what I was thinking. I'm like shit. If I'm gonna have points of view in certain situations, there's gonna be so much like backtrack and bullshit. But um, I don't really care. When it gets to that stage, I've got people hating me. I just don't read it. I've been there with the streaming, so I've kind of had that kind of know how to handle the trolls. But hopefully this reaches enough of the audience where there is a lot of fucking trolls. like, um, but yeah, also hopefully want to be a person that helps the trolls, because they're the ones that are the most fucked up. And like yeah, if you're that person that's being the just writing stupid shit or like hateful shit or any sort of bullshit online, or just any sort of hate, like yeah, you need to kind of take a look at yourself and figure out why you're doing it, and then sort your life out basically. But I just want to help everybody as much as I can, and those guys are they need a lot of help as well. um, but yeah, so Stuart, basically this question was why. So what's it like being in care? So I kind of like I just got it like again just got to kind of prepared a bit beforehand, but I've not wrote anything down. I don't really. It's like I don't something that comes out of my head. It's like a ping pong ball, like fucking being like don't know man. That like as well. I've just been listening to a lot of grime music, and like basically people just telling their stories through music. And I don't know, it's gonna be a lyric somewhere, some sort of ping pong ball or something like that. But yeah, like I don't know, like first going into gear, kind of I don't know, you feel like numb, but like scared, but like right, so feel numb because you don't know where you are or what's going to happen. You don't know like the future. You don't know like what's there basically. You don't know what you don't know anything. Like you're just plopped into a new place with people you've never seen before. who you need to try and trust and like whatever. Like there's just so much shit going on in your head, so you're kind of numbing the fact that there's so much going on that you just don't know what's going on. Like so you're numbing that way. Scared just again for the same kind of reasons. Like there's so many emotions going on, but you're scared for like don't know if these people are gonna be nice people. You don't know if like literally anything. Like you don't know if the dog is gonna like bite you. You don't know if like if they're gonna do shit to you when you're fucking asleep, or like you don't know, like you don't even just don't know anything. So you're just scared of like literally every single thing that you could be scared of. Like literally, like go in the bathroom, you scared in case it like obviously I had like traumatic experiences like getting put in the shower, like scalding hot shower and different things in the bathroom. So like going to the bathroom and like getting scared of getting locked in the bathroom, getting scared of getting locked in the shower, like fucking scared that they might feed you right, scared that you're like scared to get up at night and go to the bathroom, scared to wake people up, scared to make any noise, scared like just scared to like be like judged or anything like that. So like yeah, so scared, numb. Um, what else? I would say like constantly tired. Well, I suppose like sad, like distraught, basically from like just constantly crying when they first go in. You're just like it's hard for me to look at camera here. I'm looking up a lot. um, I scared. So just like literally for the first like 2 weeks was just crying constantly. Um, I just remember sitting up on my bunk bed, just fucking like I can't even remember if it was on the top or the bottom, but it was just a big blur, just crying like shit all the time. No, like just uncertainty. That's like a good word probably to use. Not knowing like yeah, not knowing anything. Just being scared to like even leave. Like are people gonna like me? Like am I gonna go to school? What is it like the school gonna be like? But then as soon as somebody speaks to you, or like as soon as like you go outside, or as soon as like you're in the positions, like it's like a total like you just have to put on your brave face as you would say, but really all the time fucking shit's going through your head constantly, like and then people wonder why you fucking act up or like I was just a bit hyper. Like I would just I still see it in myself today. Like well, when I was younger, I would like just shout out the answer, not let other people answer. Like just do like I wasn't like aggressive, not in school or whatever. Like in younger time, I was aggressive towards my mum before I went into care. But like when I was in care, like my carers were fucking like the best, but and there was still like so much uncertainty. Like I remember the point of stopping crying, but still having that like the feeling of like just fucking always just the feeling of breaking down all the time until it just kind of I don't know just went away eventually I suppose, but it wasn't like it wasn't a quick process of like you're just there for ages, man. It was quite mad, but what else did I feel when I went in? When I went in the queue? Kind of hate towards like fucking everybody basically. But like at the same time, I've always been a soft person, so like, I've always like kind of been that lovey person. Like I've always like kind of been able to trust people because like people that have actually been closest to me, like when I first went into care, like the hate was there from my mum as well for like putting me into care, but like that kind of went away quickly basically. after like a year or two, then I started to realize like, oh shit, like this is probably like the best thing that's for me. Like even that young, starting to realize shit like at a younger age as well, and then now like just I now know that it was the best thing that ever happened to me. But yeah, I'm trying to not go away in tangents, but it's hard when I'm talking about my life. um, so I did have that hate for like a short period of time. Um, what else? So like as I like I said, like as I started to realize like that it was a good thing, like like going kind of through, like I realized that it was a good thing, but at the same time, when I was in there, when I was in it, like I thought at the time that my carers were like too strict and that like I wasn't allowed to like um take a drink before I would eat my dinner. I would have to come in at like when the street lights come on. I would have to like go to bed like well early, like compared to all the other people that about me. I would have to like do my dishes, do like washings, do like just I basically they basically taught me how to live basically. So like I forever grateful for that, even though now I probably don't do half half the shit. But I kinda like yeah, like I know the routine. I know how like I'm getting into a routine more. To be fair, especially working constantly, you can't really afford not to be. um, right. So as I started to come to terms with the fact that I was there and I was going to be there, then it made it more. I found more coping mechanisms, which I think came more automatic. Well, it's hard to explain what my coping mechanisms were. I would, um, well, basically, always say it's kind of through the things that I would enjoy more. So, like sport or video games or like even at some points I remember like in maths and different things in school, just things that I could show off at basically or do good at anything that I could. Yeah, basically anything that was better than other people at that I could help them with or whatever. I would always like. That's the kind of things that kept it good for me, I suppose. Um, Same way throughout school, like with um, with some certain words or certain things that would trigger you to like just have a shitty day. Basically, you would just be getting on with your day, go to classes, um, doing just getting on with your day, just doing different shit, and then like someday will say like kids just be like young people just be young people, kids just be kids, but um, it's more yeah, you don't realise you're saying things like some things impact different people in different ways, and something that might have impacted you. Um, that something that somebody said to you that's kind of you've took as a bad experience or a good experience, and then that's going to live with you for the rest of your like it's still with you just now. Whereas the person who's told you that like has no clue that do you know what I mean? It's basically like that. They've got no clue that it's been a substantial moment in your life. Well, see, so basically, yeah, when I was in care, when I was in the school, just having a normal day, and then somebody would like say something just to be nasty, like say something like Foster care, you're like a can of Fosters, or there's some footballer who's named Foster or something like that, or just like mum jokes or dad jokes, like that was like the go-to jokes at the time anyways, probably still is. Like that's a bit fucked up when you're in care because 9 times out of 10 there's been, well, 10 times out of 10 there's been something fucked up going on with your mum and dad, and that's why we're in the position we're in. But um, so that's a bit like just things like that, like any sort of kind of joke that would just basically trigger your thoughts and your memories of like um, just being back home, being in care, or just a memory of your mum, or a memory of like it would like trigger one thing, and then because I'm a thinker, I would go from like that to just keep going basically all the way back to like the start when you're in, like before you went into care and fucking how you're feeling and all that shit, and that all just comes to you during a school day, and you're just like fuck, like what am I meant to do with this? Whereas if that gets cut out, then there'll be less like kind of triggers for like it's crazy how a word can be a trigger. Like I don't like that is, but it's dangerous as shit. Like because nowadays everybody's scared to do everything, and everybody's looking for something to be offended by or whatever. But like when we were like back when I was in school, it was just like normal. I say normal. It was just like it was just everybody just had a laugh and kind of made a fool of each other. But at the same time, I'm sure I wasn't the only one that took things in certain ways and manifested and like just kept overthinking stuff. I'm sure there's a lot of like most people in care, but even people who weren't like who just like got bullied or like different things got said to them or like just some insecurities or whatever. I'm sure we're all the same, but I'm just kind of talking from my standpoint and of like being in care. But as well, we don't really you don't really think about the things that haven't had a bad impact on you. Like so, for instance, I was well, I obviously misbehaved in school, like because of like what happened to me when I was younger. Um, then that influenced me. My experience was like just go mad, and if you go mad or whatever, it's really hard to explain. It'll be more. I'll be able to wrap my head around it more and be more kind of in depth with it. The more I do these interviews with like my mum and carers and teachers and different things like that. But that'll be like I'm kind of trying to make that like a documentary series type thing, like to be able to launch that with the charity at the same time, as well as doing this every week as well. But I'm going to be trying getting new guests and different things on to tell their stories or parts of their stories or just different things, like just to try and do what I want to do. But if I want to do it, may as well start off by going the way I want to go forward. But yeah, just uh, with after so like yeah, during like throughout school that was kind of what it was like. It was more like it started to kind of become more normal for me. Like obviously it would be weird because everybody around me in schools like getting to do what they want, getting like to stay up, getting like whatever kind of things they want, um, or it seems that way anyway when you're in care. It seems like everybody's like getting better things than me or different things like that. But really, I was getting put into a routine. That's exactly what I needed. Like I might have been going to bed before people or coming in before people, or that was the kind of I'd kind of get laughed at or whatever for that. Like don't know if that affected me really. It was just annoying. Like in the time, that's what I thought it was bad, but now I obviously know it's decent. Like I think probably in the moment I probably did know it was a good thing as well, but yeah, it was a pain in the ass. And from what it was like being in care, like when I was in the kind of late stages of school or just leaving school, it was like obviously you know already I had a good experience of being in care, but yeah, they could set. Obviously, I was set up by having a routine, having all the like knowing how to like walk the wash machine, knowing how to cook, knowing how to like just kind of do the general things. I think there probably could have been more help with money, like ways to think the money. I think people thought, oh, he's going to uni, so like he'll be able to handle his own shit. But obviously, like the social work paid, like I suppose, like getting everything paid for is not always the best thing. Like that's probably what I can take away from it as well. Like maybe if I had to get a job to pay for my I had to get a job to pay for my like my halls or whatever, or I would have maybe obviously it'd have been a struggle, but I think struggle is how you learn basically. So I think like getting everything paid for is good, but it's also like the same way of just getting kind of fed shit and like not having to deal with like that side of things, not having to deal with budgeting and different things, which I still struggle with just now, but we're getting there. But yeah, that's kind of what it's like to be care. Like obviously, like there's a lot more that can goes into it, and things like that. But the more these podcasts go on, the more people they get on, the more like the awareness will definitely get flowing, get out there. I'm just telling my stories to kind of get it out there so that it can become a thing to let other people tell their stories. So yeah, let's move on to the Contender series, which was last. Well, it's every Tuesday. Click over the series one. There was four. Well, there's 5 fights every week, and like every fight was. I think every fight was no, that's the wrong one. But no, it's around week of the Contender series. But basically, there was four finishes, and like for the first time, four people got a contract. But yeah, it was pretty hard. It was pretty like banging every fight. It was like first round KOs. Then there's an older guy. Like and then like I didn't really need to say who got a contract. Everybody that fucking fought basically got a contract. Let's see. Matt Sales, yeah, he got a TKO punches. The first fight of the night was like I was like, fuck, this guy's got a contract. And then the next fight, I was like, holy shit, Anthony Hernandez. He just walked the guy straight down, fucked him up. Like it was pretty like yeah, quick fight. All quick fights, just KOs. And then Austin Springer got a rear naked choke at the end of three. Ryan Spann got a quick guillotine in the first round. That was like he just wrapped that up well quick. And then Dwight Grant, the KO punches was pretty clinical punches. Like he looked as if he's like been, it looks as if he's been there a while. So like it's genuinely four like. It's the first time there's ever been four contracts given out, and like if you go back and watch it, or if you did watch it, then you'll realise like I'd say they all deserved it as well. It's like how the hell are you not gonna give them all a contract? Like they all fucking destroyed. And then we'll go on to the card this weekend, which is on Fight Pass, which is cool because I've got Fight Pass, obviously. Donald Cerrone versus Leon Edwards. Cerrone like really needs a win here. Obviously, Leon Edwards could be doing with the win after getting his kind of shot at somebody he's been calling out for a while. I'm gonna I'm gonna say that Cowboy gets it done. I don't know. I've been seeing too much of that woman head kick of Matt Brown. So I'm going to go with Cowboy second round knockout. Let's go with that. And then Owen St. Preux versus Tyson Pedro is such a interesting fight as well. Tyson Pedro's just on a tear. His dad's a like beast, but then Owen St. Preux is just so explosive. I think Tyson Pedro is a favourite, but I think I'm going to go for him anyway. I'm going to go for Tyson Pedro. I think if he wins, it does more for like the UFC. So like, and about the light heavyweight division, then it's Jessica Rose Clark versus Jessica I. I think Jessica Rose Clark is probably going to get that done. And then Ying Li Jinglang, I think he'll win as well. I'm trying to see if there's any other fights in the prelims or whatever, but just looking through the names, Jake Matthews is probably one of the only ones I remember, but I'm sure I'll recognise faces in that once it kind of comes along. But I'd say I'll take Jake Matthews to win as well. And yeah, that's probably that for the kind of MMA side of things. I'll get more kind of in depth into it, and there'll probably be at some point I'll do a podcast on Monday or Tuesday, even if it's just like a kind of half hour of like how the MMA went or something like that. Maybe in the future, but for now we're just going to go with this one. So current events again. There's I kind of had a wee look through the news or whatever. You might be able to tell, but the blooming PC's crashed on us a couple of times, so we'll see how that works out. But yeah, so the World Cup, I went on, can't remember on, something popped up and I clicked on it. I had an account and it says I had a $1 free bet, so I put it on. I said I was going to put a bet on Russia, so that was me. I've done my bet, put it on Russia, and they won the last two games, so we're doing no bad. Some other news stories, like there was one that was some guy died. Some guy was driving a limo in like a high end area basically, and he's basically just died at the wheel, cardiac arrest, but there's some suspicions of poison or something like that. And a poison thing. So I bet she'll probably go, oh, it was Russia, all the bullshit, but we'll see where that one ends up. And then there was another one where the little boy that was taking his seizures and his mum brought him back into the UK, and said that, and like kind of said that she had the weed stuff on her that helps her boy. I think that, well, I seen from that article now that if there's a panel that's been put in place for extreme circumstances where they're going to let extreme circumstances basically let this panel decide if the kids or whoever it is needs that help, then in some circumstances they're going to give it to them basically. So I think that's a good thing that came out of it. I heard that the boy, they took the stuff off him and then he had a lot of seizures, went back in the hospital. Then I heard they gave him it back, but I don't know the update on. I think the boy passed away. I hope it's not the case, but I should probably look into it a bit more before I go with this. But just the fact that there's now a panel that that's like a kind of step forward for the right reasons. And that's probably it for this week, guys. As I said, it's been blooming. The PC's crashed, so we're going to have to switch the PC over or whatever, do a wee bit of editing and get it up to you. But yeah, upcoming this week. Just working away, just literally getting as many hours as I can in before payday next Thursday. So then I'll probably be getting a car. Basically, yeah, getting a car. After this, I'm just away to go and scrap my old car. It was like I was in like a small bump. It wasn't anything major, but the car's no worth shit. So I'm going to go and give it away for nothing, basically. But yeah, guys, if you're enjoying these podcasts, like I said, it's on iTunes. The video's up on YouTube, and yeah, I post it on my Facebook, which is Billy Mightymoob Templeton. My Twitter's at the Bearded Moob. My Twitch is Mightymoob. But it's the Voice of Care podcast on iTunes. Like we've officially got it sorted and set up. I will get on to Google Play. ASAP. I hear it's way easier. So like yeah, I'll get that done and up and running that way, like as soon as possible. But yeah, like, subscribe, subscribe on Podbean as well. Subscribe. Just try and click on everything. Download it and give me a wee hand. Give me a wee boost at the start. And yeah, guys, I'll see you guys next week at some point. Peace, motherfucker.